Hello,
All right.
everybody. We're back.
We are
Welcome
back.
to episode 28 of The Margin. Today we're doing so many different things.
So many fun things to
Damn it,
talk
that
That
about
we definitely
today.
haven't discussed before like 7 times, and thanks to
It
Misha
was
over
only
here.
it was only 3 times, and I'm sorry that my audio is messed up. I will buy a mic by next episode. I
We
promise.
were here so long that I'm just famished. I have to eat my own. I feel like I'm like struggling not to eat my own hair because I'm just so stressed out. I haven't eaten in 72 hours. It's been taking that long to record this over and over, and all my
Xavier.
great metaphors have just been completely
Xavier.
just vaporized.
Currently,
I
it's
promise.
November 10th, 2024.
It is
Yes.
not.
It's
It
November
is.
10th, 2024.
Yes.
And today we have a wide range of topics like Windows,
Today we have a great
Microsoft.
guest coming on here, Windows 1, who's its 39th anniversary.
Oh, right. It is today, November 20th, is Windows 1's 39th anniversary.
Okay.
You want to talk about Windows?
Oh yeah, so like
Oh,
Windows-
right. Let's do that first.
You made a
just
transition
like
and didn't
Xbox
take it.
360 on us. You just Xbox 360 on us. You just went like you just clipped the mic like yo. It was great.
I'm the
No, you
same
just did
distance from the mic.
360.
Okay, I know the mic is bad. I will fix it by next episode. I promise. Okay.
Yeah, you'll fix it by episode 27.
Dude, watch me editing this, just cringing at how terrible the mic quality is.
It's not actually that bad. It was really bad
Yeah.
earlier when you were holding it here, and then it really sounded like you were doing like a 2009 YouTube tutorial, and I hear like I'd hear whatever the thing is called blasting in the background, like under just a paper cam in the corner.
Anyways, speaking of, well,
Microsoft
Hey,
Windows.
never mind. Yeah, Microsoft. So we talked about the Mac Mini 2 episodes ago, or last episode. So Microsoft wants a piece of the pie of the like mini consumer focused computer, but it runs Windows from the cloud.
Which means that if your internet fails, or if you don't have like ridiculously fast internet, it's going to be even slower than Windows normally is. And also
Yes.
means that Microsoft's going to see everything you do on your computer, no matter what.
Well, they
On
can
Windows,
see that anyway. That's not
No, on
bad.
Windows 10 and 11, you can kind of disable that. And if you're offline, they can't see anything, even though they try to force you to be online as much as possible and
Yes.
auto-update and such. With this, you have no choice. You don't have free will anymore. Or
I
if you
agree.
ever
This
had.
is
What's that?
kind of
Like,
messed up. Like,
What's free will?
also, you have to imagine Windows 365. You gotta like. Okay, I'm reading The Verge, and it says it's just like corporate mouthpiece garbage. Listen to this. Windows 365 Link is secure by design, using all of Microsoft's previous work of locking down Windows and even the Xbox console to keep hackers out. That means it won't run anything local on device other than a lightweight OS designed to get you into Windows 365 as quickly and securely as possible.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
just because they talk good about something that you hate doesn't mean that they're a corporate mouthpiece.
It does
Is it-
actually, because what do you mean that they kept? My God, did the person play the Xbox? Also, the Xbox console. They're talking about the original one.
also,
Yes.
Xavier, I have a question about this.
They only made one. What are you on about?
So this is $350. So does this have actual hardware, or is this just off like a server rack?
I
Or is there actual
it has
hardware
to have
in this?
actual hardware to be able to like. I
Yeah.
presume it's basically like it's like a Raspberry Pi that just has like that you're just like.
Is it literally that just running Windows off some like
It's
server
not running
farm?
anything. It's not running Windows. I presume it's
No,
running.
I know that, but like, is the like computer hardware that's more that like? Okay, fine.
I don't think the computer hardware is worth $350.
I agree.
It's
Nevertheless-
probably like you could. I hate Raspberry Pi for different reasons, but like you could get an extremely lightweight, like under $100 board, and you could do this with that.
Dare you?
I'm pretty
Raspberry
sure
Pis
this
are
is
great.
literally a Raspberry Pi. This is a scam. Please don't buy this.
It's probably just like an ARM, like a really like a simple like ARM chip where everything's integrated, like 3 chips on the board or whatever.
Because like on a Mac Mini, like you can install whatever the M1, M2, M3 like Linux distros is, like Asahi Linux or whatever. You can do that because there's actual hardware there.
And of course, on the
But
previous
this-
Macs, when they ran Intel, when they ran PowerPC, you could just install whatever.
Yeah, you
Linux-
can install any Linux distro on that. Yeah. I think Microsoft, like, I have a friend whose computer
I'm
he
shaking my
tried to
camera,
install
oops.
Linux, but it just doesn't let him for whatever reason.
Oh, what kind of computer?
He might just suck at downloading Linux. Not gonna lie.
Maybe, I don't know.
Wait,
But,
what
like-
was it?
Huh?
Was it like a Surface? What was it? What did you say?
No, it wasn't like a service. It was some kind of like HP, but like locked down by Microsoft, like something.
Well, there are like work computers that are locked down, and that you
Yeah.
need like a key or
Your
something
friend
in
might
order
be
to
using a work computer.
open the BIOS.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or your friend's just an idiot.
Or there's
Probably.
also. Do you guys remember Windows S?
No.
What?
Windows S was a very short-lived experiment. It was, you know how like with, because basically you couldn't run any applications. It was a version of Windows where you couldn't run any applications that weren't trusted by Microsoft. So if you
Oh
want to
my
download
God.
Steam and play games, nope. Want to download anything that is in the Microsoft Store, you're boned. It was hilarious.
Phone.
Anyway,
Your first person I've heard say that since like 2009.
My God,
Anyway.
you were how old in 2009? 3? At the very,
I
I
was
was
very
born in
oldest?
2009.
That's sad. That's really,
so
really
sad.
sad.
Anyway, if you're between this,
Wait, hold on. To increase Windows in S mode is a version of Windows 10 that's streamlined for security and performance while running a familiar Windows experience. To increase security, it allows only apps from Microsoft Store and requires Microsoft Edge for safe browsing.
wait, security and Microsoft in the same sentence?
For security, Microsoft Store and Microsoft Edge in the same sentence.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, if you're like between this Windows 365 link and like a Mac Mini, buy the Mac Mini because like worst case you can install like a Sahi Linux on that. You can't do anything with this.
You can throw it away. You have a.
You
can have
can't
a brick.
throw it away.
You can,
It's
you can
basically
take it open, you can remove the board and put a new board in and just use the shell.
You can buy a really expensive brick.
it's literally an expensive brick. Like
Oh,
I'm
Who's being
pretty
arrested?
sure. I
Wait,
really
it would
want to
be the
see someone
funniest
like
gift to give someone.
it's first of all it's $350, and second of all, I really want to see someone open it and just see a Raspberry Pi.
I mean, that'd be pretty funny. It's probably
just like that'd be hilarious.
I don't think
Anyways,
that they probably have their own like terrible system on chip design from like Windows.
most likely, but it's basically a Raspberry Pi by it being just a really it just having like
Hold on. What was the name of? There was a version of Windows around Windows 8 era that was like for mobile usage. I don't remember what it was called.
it ran on the Windows phones.
And also on like the on another.
Okay, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, but yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Windows Phone was quite the experience.
Oh yeah, Windows RT is a mobile operating system on Microsoft. Yeah, okay. It was it's the one that was built for 32-bit ARM.
Oh really? Mm.
Yeah. Well, the problem with
cool.
Windows RT is that everyone who bought it had no idea, bought the tablets or whatever that were using AMD, had no idea it was AMD, and they didn't know what that meant, and so they didn't know that none of their applications they wanted to run would just not work because they were all x86.
That's kind of the problem right now with the newer whatever the 3 or 4 laptops that run Windows ARM that exist right now, because half the applications don't work. And interestingly, it's taking them far longer than when Mac OS had this problem. It took them half a year to get most applications onto ARM Mac OS.
You do know why that's the case, right?
Yeah. It's much harder to develop for.
No. Do you know how many times Apple has done that? Okay. Do you know what the original architecture...
Let's take a look. It went from PowerBooks. So
Nope,
I don't.
you're wrong.
Intel.
It went from the Motorola 68000, which is what the Commodore Amiga used.
Yep.
To PowerPC, yeah, and they had various versions of PowerPC, and then it went to
but that never transitioned applications
sure, but they had a bunch of experience with a bunch of different they had to ship binaries that had both the 68K and the PowerPC compilations of them, so that it could run on either hardware in the transitionary period or whatever. And they had PowerPC PC for a while, so they had all the G3s, 4 G5s, and then
that's
Intel,
4
and now
times.
finally
That's not
ARM.
that many times.
How many has Microsoft done it? Because I'll tell you the answer is 0.
Well, it's 1 now.
If you count, it was a failed attempt. They've done it successfully 0 times, and they've attempted it once. Because they've been...
that's fair. Right now, it's kind of failing because, like,
Yeah,
I
but
get
you still
that.
include the failed attempts. Like, talk about your Madlib code. That's a failed piece of code.
There's nothing to do with Microsoft. Also, it works, so you're wrong.
It's horrendous.
It's written
Okay,
in C,
guys,
so
okay.
it's more efficient because I use binary mode. So I'm not using the disgusting nature of plain text to store my shorts. I'm just
Wanna
storing
talk about
the
Godot?
2 bytes as 2 bytes as it was intended by John Computer himself.
Alright. Do we want to talk about Godot? Let's do that.
Oh yeah, because
John C.
we've talked about all these things so many times. I don't even know which one's in this take.
Okay.
Talking
This
about
take we
John
talked
Godot.
Yeah, Godot.
Okay,
So
so
basically-
John.
Fine. You
Right
do
now, you can. I don't know if it's just. I believe in JetBrains only, but JetBrains Writer has an update that has it so that when you write update your C# code in Godot,
Yep.
it'll update like in your executions, which will make it much easier to
Your
fix things on the fly.
executions.
While
While
Xavier's
you're
pointing
executing,
and
but-
laughing, Godot. Okay, so I'm assuming most people know what Unity is.
Unfortunately,
Basically, it's a software that lets you build games or a game engine. Godot is just an open source game engine that takes up like 200 megabytes and does all that without any of the weird Unity pricing or the
And that's
real
for
pricing
2D
or all
projects,
that.
by the way. If you're using 3D, I recommend using.
Unreal.
I forgot the name of it.
Unreal.
Give me-
Unreal is also closed
Yeah,
source.
I recommend using Unreal or something like that.
I mean, I've done 3D in Godot, and I've also tried to do 3D in Unity. I hate both of them, honestly. I hate
If
engines
you
in
open
general.
Godot, there is an option for 3D,
No,
but
there is. I don't think
You
I
s-
There
see.
is, but it sucks.
there is.
Okay, you know
It
what also
sucks.
sucks?
And also, you always have
Unreal
to
is so
use
much better.
it with a...
And the
Does
synergy
Unreal
between
have-
Unreal and Godot is so good that you need to use them together.
You know
Does
the best?
Unreal have like a mode where it's basically Blender inside it, or do you have to use Blender or something like that
What is
alongside it?
wrong with you? My guy,
actually don't
are
know.
you really seriously too lazy to open up a program to edit your models?
Actually,
Because
I
like
need
I'm
to check that
assuming
out.
Unreal would have that.
Because I think Unreal does, but I know Godot doesn't have anything for meshes and stuff.
No, Godot doesn't have anything for sprites or modeling. You would
No,
have
they
to use
just
like.
don't allow a lot of stuff with meshes.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So
Like,
I'm gonna tell you
I've
the best.
used-
I'm gonna tell you the
I've-
best way though to program in 3D.
Like,
What is it?
It's called
like the mesh streaming is so bad. Actually, wait, it doesn't
agree.
exist.
Yeah.
My bad. It's not even bad. It doesn't exist.
you should
That's
be
so
using
bad.
C with SDL and OpenGL, so that way you can write all your own code, including for the expanding polytope algorithm, and not figure out how to do it properly because there's no documentation.
Everyone watching this
and try it
podcast,
for weeks and weeks,
Xavier has
not
bad
have any idea what's wrong with the
opinions.
code.
Every time
and
that
then fail
Xavier
miserably.
speaks, you should point and laugh. You know what? Everyone watching this, let's do a fun activity. Point and laugh at Xavier.
1, 2, 3.
Three.
My guy, you can't see you're pointing in frame. Seriously,
Right.
my guy, if you'd rather use you're gonna use licensed code that you're gonna have to pay money for, and then they could at any time change like by their whim. Like the Unity CEO is like, you're gonna have to pay money per sale you make on the
Well,
game.
no, the
That's why
Uni-
no one
U-
uses
everything.
Unity. Everyone
There's
uses
gonna be people who
The
use
Unity
Unity
stuff
before
is
that was
messed
announced.
up.
Yes.
Honestly,
can easily
with
swap.
Godot and Unreal existing, there's no point. Unity should just die.
I mean, I agree, but I don't like I don't like Unreal very much because
Okay, I get it. Godot
I'm not a
is
big
better,
fan of
but they need to
Tencent.
improve the 3D stuff.
No, shut up about Tencent. No. Banned.
Bye
Anyways.
bye. Oh
Anyways,
yeah.
talk-
Also,
have any of you
this-
played Unreal, by the way?
Huh?
What?
Have any of you played Unreal? The game.
There's a game?
That's what
It's a game.
it's the Unreal Engine because Epic made a game called Unreal, and that was the
Oh,
engine
really?
they made for it.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Have you never heard of Unreal Tournament?
No, Xavier, we have never heard about this
Wait,
incredibly
I need to
obscure
search-
game.
I need to
that
search
It's
this.
not an incredibly obscure game. What are you on about?
4 people played.
Unreal game. Why are there so many? Wait, the
This
first
company
result
loves
is a
sequels.
language.
Epic
That's
scan
hilarious.
engine?
Okay, second result is the game.
1998 video game.
Why is Godot called Godot?
I don't know.
Because the person who made it really liked Homer Simpson.
It's named after the play Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett.
You know, that's a better explanation than why Java is called Java. Because the dude drank a coffee and really liked it.
I was about to say, because I don't know, the guy drank coffee.
A dude drank coffee and was like, yeah, we're going.
Look at the sales of Unreal.
Alright, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to move on to the
It
next
sold
topic.
1.5 million copies by 2002.
Speaking of selling 1.5 million copies in 2002, Final Cut Pro.
No.
I
After
don't want
this,
to talk about Final Cut Pro.
okay, for any innocent viewer out there, I use Final Cut Pro to edit this, and it is the
What?
latest non-linear video editor, or NLE, in existence. Premiere.
Wait, pause for a
That's
second.
so
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What are you running back?
We'll wait for DT. Give him a sec.
I'll
Alright,
give
so
you seconds.
You
I
good?
got
Okay.
Or
I got a stopwatch.
Premiere.
We're gonna run a stopwatch to see how long this that Michael talks about this.
Okay, let's
and
go.
it's for viewers. All right, wait. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so basically Premiere is too expensive and glitches too much and crashes constantly. And Resolve is just bad, even though I have some friends who use it and they say it's pretty good, but it's just bad because I like Final Cut more. And Final Cut is the greatest nonlinear video editor ever created. It only runs on Max though. Anyway, there's a Final Cut Pro 11 that's out now, and in it, basically there's this feature called automatic. No, it's called magnetic mask, but it's basically just rotoscoping. Rotoscoping, which I will put on screen right now, is basically green screen. But for example, there's no green screen behind me. This is real, and like if I want to cut myself out, I'm constantly moving. My hands are moving. Like you would have to rotoscope every frame, but they're using some sort of well, I'm assuming AI at this point, but like they're using some sort of way to roughly cut it out. You still have to slightly change it, but it's pretty cool. I saw one of my friends use it. Anyway, now there's also auto-generated captions, which is just a feature that Premiere and DaVinci had for years, which Final Cut just now has. What I do really want from Premiere is in Premiere, there's this feature where you can export a singular frame of whatever you're editing. So, for example, if you don't want to open Photoshop to make a thumbnail, you can just click the little icon and it exports the exact frame in that exact resolution. If you're taking a screenshot, you're probably not going to take the exact resolution.
done?
What else?
Hey,
No,
Michael.
not yet. 1 second.
Michael, you have
I've-
until like the 2.5 minute mark.
Okay,
You're
1 sec.
using-
This update is still coming to some of the Intel Macs, but from a test I saw, it's performing far worse on Intel Macs, so I'm assuming the magnetic mask is slightly more intensive. Yeah, done.
All right, that
Hey,
was
Michael.
1 minute 54 seconds. Well, 55 seconds. to round
I'm
up.
so disappointed in you. You're using. I went on Final Cut Pro's Wikipedia article because I was curious. Macromedia made this piece of software.
Yes, Final Cut
Yes.
Pro originally wasn't an Apple-made piece of software. I agree.
No,
Was
no,
iMovie originally?
You know what
that?
Macromedia also made?
What
Flash.
is? Hold on. Oh no! You're joking.
They made Well,
Flash,
actually, no,
like the.
actually that's not true. They didn't make Flash. Future Wave Software made Flash called Future
Hold on.
Splash Animator,
Hold
and they
on.
bought it and they renamed it to Flash.
Okay, is Flash the video editing software which I'm thinking about, which is really complex? Is that the one?
Do you not know what like a Flash like later bought by Adobe called Adobe Flash or Adobe
Oh
Animate?
no, Adobe Flash. Never mind. If they were talking about something else. Adobe Flash. What the hell is Adobe Flash?
No, it was renamed into Adobe Flash.
No.
Michael, Flash is the thing that you're thinking about.
It's
Flash
like
is- Hold on. Is Flash the Adobe Media Player, or is Flash the thing I'm thinking about?
It's the thing that
Flash
you're
is,
thinking
is
about.
like an animating program that has that It does vector graphics, and you have like keyframes, all the stuff you expect.
So it's basically Premiere and Adobe Animate in one.
Adobe Animate is Flash.
Yes.
Oh, is that
it was
what
renamed to Adobe Flash.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or actually, they've renamed it back because it's really called Future Splash Animator, and now it's Animate again. Whatever.
Anyway, Final Cut is the greatest piece of software to ever exist. Anything Adobe makes is malware.
Anything that Apple makes is malware.
So
Anything
you want
that
to use
Nintendo
something,
makes
so
is
it's
malware.
fine. Wait, hold on. Oh, they also made Macromedia also made Dreamweaver. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, okay, never mind. Dreamweaver is quite the experience too. Adobe Wait, is Adobe Brackets and Dreamweaver the same thing? Did they ever merge?
I think so.
No, because Adobe Brackets doesn't exist anymore.
I feel like I should have
Adobe
continued
Dreamweaver.
the stopwatch. You guys are still talking about it. But
Okay,
we're
the point is, Macromedia has made some pretty bad software. I failed to see how
Yeah, but Final Cut Pro has been mostly developed by Apple because, Apple has owned it for the past, 15, 20 years? No, wait, when they were, that was 1999 when they were acquired, so it's been 23 years. Yeah, in 1999, Final Cut was acquired by Apple. Did iMovie exist before that? I don't know. Stop the stopwatch. We're done talking about Final Cut.
I think that
Speaking of Final Cut Pro. I'm joking.
if you say another word about Final Cut, I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna give you a copy of Caden Live. I'm gonna make you use
until
it
we
for
move
2
on
weeks.
to next topic.
Dude, Caden Live is terrible.
Oh, I know. I've used it. It's not great.
If there's any bad piece of software, it's Caden Live.
That's not true. Have you used NeoVim? You might want to think about your words more carefully. There's plenty of bad pieces of software out there.
Dude,
You went for a nuclear option immediately.
that's like the nuclear bomb of programming. Oh, have you used NeoVim? Boom.
I haven't. I've unfortunately had to use Vim and Tiny before. I removed it. I installed Elvis. I'm not insane.
But you picked a nuclear option immediately. There's like 50 different things you could have picked before going
You
nuclear.
could've-
Like
Anyway,
what?
Caden Live is still legitimately terrible.
It's not great. It has a lot of stuttering issues, so I can explain this. I've used it before. So you make a cut in the video, and what'll happen is when you're playing it back, there'll be a pause there in the cut, and so you don't know if you timed the cut correctly because when you're playing it back, there's a pause there that doesn't exist when you export the video.
Also, keyframes are weird in Caden, and I believe because is it Control K or Control B? It's probably Control. I feel like it's Control R. One of
No
those.
idea.
Basically, the shortcut for cutting video, like Command B in Final Cut, is really weird in Caden. Caden is weird. Honestly, there's some Linux distro where DaVinci Resolve is supported.
That's unfortunate. I mean, the problem is, I don't disagree that there are features in
disagree.
Photoshop and there are features in some other applications
Oh
that
no, I agree.
that have better features. But the main reason why is sometimes in some cases a lack of interest, but also these companies I'm pretty sure have patents that make it illegal for open source projects to use their patented features or whatever. Like I know Photoshop has
I
some
agree.
of those.
I agree that's messed up, but come on, Caden is.
Okay, it's bad,
GIMP?
but
Okay.
GIMP is great.
Honestly, GIMP would be better. GIMP is focused a lot on the drawing part because
You're wrong.
The whole
What?
point
No,
of
it's
GIMP
not.
doesn't have a circle
kind of
tool.
is.
If you want to make a circle, you have to use the selection tool to make an ellipse, and you got to do this the selection fill or whatever in order to fill in the edges.
Or
It's
still,
not
a
a
lot of
you
drawing
can do it
points
the
of
better way
Photoshop
and just
is
try and
specifically
draw it by hand.
photoshopping the photos. GIMP is focused a lot on drawing.
GIMP is focused on image manipulation. It actually stands
Yeah.
for GNU Image Manipulation Program. Actually, it actually.
Oh, GNU. He did dude who made it.
Okay,
Richard Stallman?
okay. Out of legitimate curiosity, oh my God, Richard Stallman.
No.
He's
We're not talking
the
about him
best.
today.
Anyway,
I mean, he created the best text, the code editor, Emacs. The
the
greatest
best
code
text editor is Ed. It is the standard Unix text editor, in fact.
The best text editor is Notepad plus
No.
plus.
My guy,
Honestly, Notepad++ is not bad.
I guess you don't know what Ed
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty good.
Ed is a command line text editor, and I don't mean like
Okay.
I don't mean like Nano
You know,
or
Xavier,
VI.
Xavier, I'm sorry, I didn't spend enough time with you for you to already explain what Ed is to me.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's not like Nano or VI where it has a full screen text editor. You have to just put a command in order for it to print the lines you want to look at because it doesn't. So early terminals were so. Do you know what TTY stands for?
No.
Teletype. So a teletype, if you don't know, is basically just a
Did you get the stopwatch?
It's a
I see the
typewriter,
problem now. I see
essentially.
the problem. Is this how I sound?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
okay, get the stopwatch.
You really do. A
Okay,
teletype
never mind.
is essentially a typewriter that also sends its inputs on the keyboard to a computer. And it was before we had glass teletypes or terminals. They later became known. You used teletypes, and you wasted a ton of paper and ink. But what this also meant is that you couldn't scroll up or down. Like I couldn't put a character on a teletype. You can't put a character in a random position on the screen. You could only
Xavier, you have
put
the
new
2.5
lines.
minute limit, remember. We have the
You're
rule.
using my 2.5 minutes. I want an extension. Look, you're printing more. You can only print more lines. This is also why it's called print, because it was physically printed to paper using a teletype, which is similar to a typewriter. And so early terminals just exactly model the behavior of teletypes, and so they also couldn't random access characters on the screen. And what this meant is you couldn't have a text editor like VI, because that would require being able to put characters anywhere on the screen or reprinting the entire screen every time you move like to the right or insert a character. So instead you had the command line where you have commands that would print the output like scroll down, right? Which is how command line works to this day. And you had like programs like Ed, where if you wanted to edit something, you have to issue commands to print certain lines or edit certain lines or add things to it. It's kind of miserable, but it's all that was available at the time. Also, fun fact, and this really annoys me. So the VT100 terminal does not have arrow keys. So you can't cursor around on the screen. You have to use Control F for forward and like Control B for back and other like really annoying command sequences. And as a result, text editors like VI support Control F and such. But Nano recently in version 8.2 changed its default settings so Control F is find instead of Control W, which is where is. And that's terrible. So on Arch, I just uninstalled the package and I downloaded it from source and I recompiled it and put it in user local.
Hold on, I'm sorry. So you want control? You don't. So control in Nano 8 point whatever you said. Control F. It changed Control F to find instead of Control W.
Yeah, and that's terrible. And Control / was replaced before.
Idea. Tell your dad to change it back.
To Control W, Control /
You have a lot of influence on this.
I don't. He doesn't maintain Nano anymore. Also, he's fully in support of making Control F because so if you use Nano in like a web browser and you try to type Control W to search something, you'll close your window.
Okay, but like in general, you have more control over Nano than me, right?
Huh?
You have more control over Nano than me. No,
not anyone has control over Nano. It's an open source project. You can just you could commit it like or not. You can like I don't know even.
Oh, they do that.
You can Actually, I don't even know if it's used. I know there's like Nano editor, but like I don't know if there's an actual. I don't know.
Oh, right.
You could submit patch or whatever, but since this is an intended change, I don't think that would be a thing that would happen.
All right, Xavier, your time is up. You get no more extension. Is this crazy? Is this how I sound when I read this Final Cut?
This is how you sound. And this is how Aditya sounds when he talks about Java or C# or whatever.
What do you want about?
That is kind of how he sounds when he tries to like explain why this doesn't work and why he has to fix it.
Look, it's because I put it in a runnable, okay?
This is like when I was writing a Shrek platformer game and I was 13, and I was writing in C, of course, with SDL.
Oh, of course you were. Of course you were ready.
I'll get the timer.
No. I used a one-dimensional array to show the 2D map.
Oh, I actually want to listen to this, so we're not doing a timer.
I guess I was like 13 or 14. I was in 8th grade, 7th grade. I think it was 7th. It was the end of 7th grade because the quarantine had just started and all the classes were virtual. And I was just trying to figure out how to do graphics programming. Before I had tried it, and I couldn't figure it out with SDL. But I tried it again, and I got the hang of it because I didn't understand structures very well at the time. So in SDL, you have SDL_rect, which is what stores it's basically just X, Y, W, H, like position, width, and height. So I didn't understand exactly how it was weird to me, I guess, how the position and width and height information is stored separately from the actual image. Whereas in a lot of game engines, a sprite is this one thing. It's actually very useful because it means you can create one instance of a texture, and then you can just move the rectangle around or whatever to drop the same block at several locations. But I guess I didn't know that 2-dimensional arrays existed or didn't think about them. So I was trying to figure out, how do I store this? So I was I should use modulus. I should have one for loop with I, and I should use modulus to get the Y location, and I should use division to get the X location, because this makes sense. And I was totally on board with this idea, and I was using it for forever until I wanted to increase the height of the map, and nothing worked anymore because I couldn't just easily increase the height of the array because everything was baked into the code because all the positions in the files that said where the blocks were using this mod 7 idea that was terrible. So I had to remake all the maps.
That's enough. For the 7th time today, because we had so many takes because my audio was messed up, I promise I will get a microphone by the next time we record. Oh yeah, I'm in Canada next week for Thanksgiving.
Oh, same.
Oh, fun. Where are you going?
Well, we're just going to go to... I haven't been to Buffalo before, so we're just going there and Niagara Falls and such.
That's New York, not Canada.
What is across from Buffalo, and where is Niagara Falls?
Niagara Falls is technically in both countries, so you.
I'm aware of this. I'm aware of this.
States
anyway, I'll be in
Niagara
Montreal.
Oh, I was in Montreal last week.
Oh, fun.
French bastard. Wait, no, they were Toronto.
No. The guy was he drove 7 hours to get Tim Hortons, and the border guy was he drove 7 hours. And it's we were no, we were just visiting family and we happened to go across for Tim Hortons. I mean, I think my mother would drive 7 hours for Tim Hortons.
Dude, that's the most Xavier thing ever.
That's the most Canadian thing ever.
That's literally the most Canadian thing ever. You drove 7 hours to get Tim Hortons. Guys, Dunkin' isn't the same,
It really isn't.
Well, yeah, especially because the Westboro Dunkin' keep messing up my orders.
Do they?
Have you been to the wait? Have you been to the Shrewsbury Dunkin' though? Have you been to the Shrewsbury Dunkin'?
No,
I've never been there actually.
Oh! If you put in a mobile order, they will mess up your order every single time. You'll ask for a coffee, any coffee, and they'll just give you the most. They won't. You'll ask if you ask for any coffee with any special things in it. It'll just give you a plain coffee, but they'll still charge you for the higher amount.
Xavier, Aditya hears coffee and starts talking about Java immediately.
No, I'm thinking about Dunkin'.
So you want the island of Java.
Oh, right, of course.
The island
anyway, speaking of weird islands, LMG or LTT
what
or
does
whatever.
that have to do with islands?
I don't know.
Weird
islands.
Japan is a real country.
Speaking of islands,
is it?
The King song on Fashion Nugget. No,
Japan's hold on, Xavier. Japan's a real country.
Yeah.
What?
I believe it was discovered in 1999.
They discovered it in 1999?
No, I think it was when Christopher Columbus discovered Japan and the Indies.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Where the Japanese Revolution happened against the British.
Because, Christopher Columbus, he went to America and thought it was India, right? But
no, he thought it was Japan and the Indies.
Oh, but what if he went to Japan and thought that was America?
He didn't think America existed. You know why America's named that? Because
Amerigo Vespucci came first.
Yeah,
actually second.
He didn't. Amerigo Vespucci came second, but he was the first person of the two of them to know that he was in a different continent. Christopher Columbus genuinely believed that he was in Asia. Because he thought the world was smaller than it actually was. He didn't understand this. He didn't understand the size of the Earth, so he thought that. I'm pretty sure that I think he probably would have died if there wasn't a continent of America there, because
Oh
I don't-
yeah, his sailors were mutinous when they first arrived to, I believe it was Haiti or Cuba.
I think he thought.
Hold
I
on,
think he thought, I
pause.
think he
My
thought
friend,
Cuba was
pause. My
Japan.
friend Daniel just sent me a text. This is why I use Brave. I
Which
have this
Daniel?
one.
There's like 50 of them.
You don't know.
Okay, I don't know any Daniel whose last name is you don't know.
I don't either. Anyway,
I only know about 17 Dan. No, okay.
basically LTT or LMG or whatever you call it shut down 3 of the sister channels that have been going for a while. Okay, first of all, LMG is Linus
Linus
Tech
Media
Tips.
Group.
No,
Yes.
What is that? What the G stands for? Tips.
That would be
Oh,
absent
the
for
channels
tech.
are Linus Tech Tips, Short Circuit, Tech Linked,
Tech
PSU
Quickie
Circuit.
also, not to be confused with Tech Linked.
What does
We
Tech
didn't
Linked
get to
stand
Tech
for?
Quickie yet. WAN Show, Tech Quickie, Game Linked, and Mac
Gambling.
Address.
I'm gonna eat some M&Ms if you all don't mind.
Okay, Tech Quickie
I'll
Game
mute my
Linked.
mic.
and MAC address are now temporarily shut down. Apparently.
Actually, you know what? You know what? This is not an M&M occasion. This is too depressing. Actually, no, it's too exciting. I'm excited.
Yes, honestly, me too.
Please
Look,
never say that on
LMG
this
needs to
podcast
put
again.
all their
Never say
efforts
what.
into WAN
This is
Show.
not an
The only
Eminem
content
moment.
that I watch from them is WAN Show. WAN Show is a 4-hour
Hold on,
podcast
I need to get a
on
soda. I need to get a
Fridays.
soda for this occasion. This is monumentous occasion. That one's empty. Hold on.
Wait, put M&Ms in your soda.
Dude,
Yes, I have one left.
they need to put more efforts into WAN Show. WAN Show is a 4-hour podcast at like 8 p.m. on Fridays, live. They need that every single day. Screw Tech Quickie, Tech Linked, whatever. We need more WAN Show. That's the only content I watch from them anyway.
I watched Zero Content from them.
WAN Show's pretty good. I like WAN Show because it
Chug,
talks about
chug,
the tech news in 4 hours,
chug.
which is longer than we
You
do.
should
No.
shotgun it. Shotgun it.
This is the most hilarious soda. I'm pretty sure this is Sierra Mist and they renamed it or something.
Wait, what? Can you show Starry again?
It's Starry. Does this
Okay.
appear mirrored to you?
You know
No.
what? You should shotgun it.
I can get a shotgun if that's what you want.
Do it.
No,
Do it.
no,
Do it.
not on camera.
Do it.
No, I don't actually have one.
Shoot the camera.
Hold on, Xavier. I thought you're in a strictly conservative household, and what strictly conservative household doesn't have a shotgun?
What? When
I'm
did
not
he
a
ever
strictly-
say that?
I'm joking.
My grandparents are strictly conservative and they have several firearms.
Yeah,
while I was up-
exactly.
While I was up in New York, I went shooting with some of my cousins.
Yo, nice.
That's pretty cool, actually. American in me. Anyway,
America.
final topic.
America.
You're not even in. Okay.
What do you mean I'm not
I'm not
American?
talking to you. I'm talking to Michael.
Oh, okay.
Are you? I was born here.
But at heart, he's a Canadian.
Yeah, I heard you're
Yes,
Canadian.
at heart, I am a Canadian. I'm going
Whereas at
back
heart, I am
for
a Texan.
Thanksgiving and never coming back. But we record the podcast online now, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I've never been
Fun
to Texas.
fact.
I have no desire to be there. Although this
Fun
guy's
fact, Michael's
this guy,
currently in Canada right now.
we're trying to point where. Actually, I don't know where he's going to be on the screen.
Oh,
Aditya,
look. It's Tim Hortons.
he's not Tim Hortons.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
here's a pop question: does Tim
Yeah.
Hortons have an apostrophe in it?
Tim
No.
Hortons. Yes, it does.
No.
Nope. I have
No.
no idea why, but I guess there are several of him. It annoyed me every single time.
I,
Have you been to Stewart
You drove
shops?
7 hours to get to Tim Hortons.
yeah.
To get
You-
several Tim
You
Hortons.
know John Tim Hortons, the creator of Tim Hortons.
Oh,
His
shut up.
name is
There's
Tim-
no apostrophe.
Oh, have you how about the Stewart shops? Have you ever
Wait.
in New York?
By
Guys,
John Stewart Shops.
guys,
I
in
think
my
Shop's his
opinion,
last name.
this is propaganda. There is an apostrophe in Tim Hortons. I
Oh,
would
You're
no.
go to
showing
Canada.
a JPEG artifact. I hope you know that.
This is
You-
propaganda. I will go to Tim Hortons next week and find out.
You can just go outside.
Yeah, you're in
Oh,
Canada
right,
right now.
Of course.
My guy.
Jump out the window. Do it.
Jump out the window. You'll be at Tim Hortons anyway.
I
Wait, what
have
floor are you
been-
on? Wait, I need first to ask what floor you're on before I tell you to jump out the window.
No,
Hi.
I feel like you stating they're going to be in Montreal is like it's like in Home Alone. Like it's like in Home Alone where it's like you have like the fake
Uh-huh.
police officer or whatever like scoping out like are you gonna be at where are you gonna be or whatever so they can go break in or whatever like you're like someone's gonna track down your location and while you're in Montreal they're gonna break in and steal your Tim Hortons.
Oh no. Anyway, last topic.
Aditya, where are you
MK
going by chance for Thanksgiving?
Nowhere.
You're just gonna go to the void?
Perfect. Listen, that's
Yes.
perfect because then we can record an episode. I'll give you the SD card.
We're not recording an episode
No.
while this guy's in Montreal and I'm like wherever.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
How do you expect him to get Wi-Fi in the middle of Niagara Falls?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the water. How am I gonna? I'm gonna be drowning. How am I gonna want the audio quality like of the
Yeah.
water? It's like
Anyway,
I'm like
real
watching
quick,
Jaws or
final
whatever.
topic. Marquez Brownlee drove 96 miles an hour in a 35 miles an hour school zone.
Those are rookie numbers, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I could.
And you're in a
I've done
Lamborghini.
higher.
Yeah,
Also,
being in a Lamborghini is the real crime. There, you just be sent straight
No,
to
the real
gulag
crime is
for
to live
that.
in New Jersey.
No,
Listen,
no.
immediately when we stop recording, I will watch this video.
You
Don't
already
go
watched
into
You
it.
watched some of it.
I started, yeah.
Look at all these videos. All of them are like you've watched like 10 seconds of them. I'm so disappointed. You have such bad viewer retention. You're the reason. You're the reason.
You want to see good viewer retention?
Yes.
1 second.
But if it's bad content, we will bully you.
1 sec.
You're gonna show like your YouTube channel or whatever where you have like Misha 5-minute crafts edition or whatever.
Misha.
Yeah, precisely.
It's just a video of his cat. Better Misha.
It's just a video of him watching 5-minute crafts life hacks and agreeing to all of them.
Sorry, what is this?
This is Marquez Brownlee's podcast, which I watch every week.
I'm gonna kick Michael off of the Discord server, which I definitely have the authority to do.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna.
declaring martial law on this emergency, and I'm going to kick him out of the.
Michael, you have been
Okay.
banned from Discord.
Oh, never mind. I don't look at the viewer retention. I watch 10 seconds of every single one.
There's 10 too
Yeah,
many.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay, listen carefully.
Listen carefully here.
Yo, ready? Let's mess up the bandwidth.
You know what? I'm making a new role on the server.
Hey guys, Call of Duty Black Ops. It's my Call of Duty Black Ops.
This is like that 2009 meme of like rip headphone users or whatever. Which is me currently.
Oh my
so
God.
I feel like my ears gonna start bleeding.
Anyway, speaking of headphone users, that's it for today. Wait, hold on. Did we
no,
miss
it
something?
isn't.
No, it
Oh
isn't.
wait, the blue sky.
Also Mozilla.
Oh right, my favorite browser.
Also you're being sued by me.
For what? For using JetBrains and a Mac and Final Cut Pro and
For watching Marquez Brownlee. And also not saying Marquez because I'm making him Spanish now. His name is Spanish.
Marquez,
His first
Marquez.
name is literally is imagine being so rich that your first name is a noble title.
yeah. Anyways, yeah,
That
blue
is like
sky.
the biggest. That's the
So
biggest lucky
Twitter,
spawn I've ever
or
heard
how
of.
Xavier likes to call it X, users have been
I'm going to
just
execute
massively
you.
going to Blue Sky because it's better, and Twitter sucks.
They're both terrible, but I will agree that Blue Sky is better.
Blue Sky's better. I might switch from like Reddit to like Blue Sky federated with Twitter threads
What about
and
Lemmy?
Mastodon posts. I might switch because Reddit has been going downhill for
As soon as the
However
new guy
many
was
years.
in charge.
since Steve Hoffman created it in whatever year that was. Anyway, oh yeah, and Mozilla
That was
laid off.
Wait, is there not a? Did
A
Reddit
what?
scene unchained? I thought it was.
A what?
Hmm?
Sorry, what do you say?
Why is it whenever I load a Wikipedia page, the CSS doesn't load for a second? I just get this disgusting text on the screen.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whatever.
current
This isn't
owner,
that bad.
current owners of Reddit, 30% advanced publications, 10 cent, 11%, Sam Altman 9%. Well then, where's the other 50%?
Probably Hoffman. Or Huffman,
yeah.
or however you say that.
Key people. Hoffman's still a CEO.
Other 50%
Yeah,
is
he
owned
is.
by
That's the problem.
12
Well, there are 3
That's-
founders. I don't understand. I thought.
Yeah. Hoffman is the problem, man.
I thought there was some. No, sorry. I was thinking of Tumblr that changed CEO and everyone hated the guy.
Oh man, rest in peace. Tumblr.
Reddit has just always been terrible, and the guy's just been getting worse.
I don't know how it gets worse from this point. Like,
well, I don't know. Next, we're gonna have to like pay in blood money or whatever to get on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Add a new tag of audio ruiner.
Yes.
You member of it?
Look at the 2 people who have it.
I can't. I can't know how to use Discord, my guy. I can't even look at it. I don't even know how to view people. There we go.
Anyway,
list.
Is that it? Oh, Mozilla fired 30% of its employees once again. Like, how does Firefox still exist at this point? I don't know.
It doesn't. Have you ever seen a Firefox?
No.
I've seen a Firebird.
A Thunderbird.
My guy, you don't get my very obscure reference.
Oh, Thunderbird is whatever Mozilla's Gmail app.
What's
terrible?
Google Mail is like a generic term.
Thunderbird. Oh,
Guys,
email. Dude, my cat was right here and she left. Okay, fine, I understand.
My guy, Firebird was the original name of Firefox.
Can we get better Misha back?
Misha,
you kind of suck.
Firebird
Anyway,
was
on that note, I was wrong.
Firefox.
This took like 7 takes. My audio is messed up. I will attempt to get better audio next time.
It's been an hour and 41 minutes.
It's been an hour and 46. Oh shit. Anyways, have a good day.
Bad. Can we get
10 likes for the take?
Anyway, that's it for today. Have a good day or not. It's your choice. You have free will, allegedly.
everyone is JPEG? Okay, wait, hold on. You're JPEG artifacts, and both Aditya and I are just noise. Like we look like the camera being filmed in low light or whatever. And
Yeah, it looks better when you export it. Anyway,
All right.
you should
So, if you have any
subscribe, like the
if you have
video,
any
and all the things
complaints,
that you
then
should do.
please text them.
Guys, if you like my-
774